All right, well, I'm here in the arena with Brett Thomas, and as you can see, literally Triggered have brought a really interesting armor control team here with Fleet Tempest, Armageddon, Guardian, Sacrilege, Oracle, Stabber Fleet Issue, Pontifex, Confessor, Vengeance, and Skybreaker, taking 10 separate different ships. What have a band apart brought here, Brett Thomas?
A band apart have brought one of my favourite comps, which is Smoke Blasters. They've brought a Balgorn, double Navy Megas, Magus, Arbitrator, two Deacons for reps, Sentinels, and two Vengeances for tackles. So they've got the Balgorn for control. I don't know if that's got any guns on it. Let me check right now. It has got guns. So it's guns, webs, and control, and they've got two Mega Navies to just pile on the DPS.
Yeah, so the opening plays here are going to be really interesting because this Blaster Rush team wants to get on top of Literally Triggered, and they have a lot of control to do that with those Balgorns, and those Navy Megas are probably going to have grapples. So it's going to be a question of what does JA in the Armageddon prioritize here? What does he go for with his newts, and how much counter control can he apply? There you go. You can see newts from the Balgorn landing on him. They're probably deep in fall-offs, and they're not going to be quite as effective as his own counter newts. It looks like he's putting them all on Smudge 245. So he's going to kind of go for the aggressive control here in the attack. What's this going to change for a Band of Parts game plan, if anything, or is this what they want?
Well, the big thing about Abandaport right now is the Megas are finally getting on top of that Tempest. They've been applying damage to it and they're pushing forward. No, sorry, they're applying damage to the Armageddon. I was looking at the wrong thing they were shooting. They're finally pushing forward. This Armageddon's going to be a real struggle for these blasters because if that manages to keep the newts on for long enough and keep the newts on the Deacons for long enough, the Megas and the Deacons aren't going to be able to do much. But they're pushing forward right through the middle of the team. And this
Look at that
Tempest.
Sentinel of Verdus. He's in three-quarters armor there. He needs to be very, very careful with his positioning here. It looks like he is, in fact... Oh, no, he's not tackled down. He's not tackled down. He should be fine here.
Yeah, by the looks of it, one of the Deacons is scram web down. Latana Grey is scram web down in the Deacon and is jammed as well. So unfortunately, they're shooting the one they've got tackled down, and they're not keeping everything alive because these Deacons are struggling to keep each other alive. Never mind the Megathon that's in half armor.
Yeah, this is really difficult here for ABBA. They've got a Megathron Navy there in half armor and a Vengeance sitting at about 20% armor as well. And his ADC is about to run out here. They're going to have to make a decision as what they want to keep alive, and especially with that Deacon now going into half armor. This is so much pressure being put on by Literally Triggered.
A huge thing now is you're going to start seeing this Armageddon start to lose a lot of EHP because the Megas and Balgons have finally got into range. They finally ran down that Armageddon. It ran to 50, 60 kilometers away, and they finally caught it. But that being said, Latana Grey and the Deacon and the Sentinel is going down. It looks like they're going to trade all their small stuff for this big stuff. But unfortunately, they've been too close and aren't tracking this Geddon anymore.
Yeah, amazing stuff there by the CEO's CEO, just single-handedly soloing off that Sentinel in the backline. Watson Crick now in low armor here. The Megathron Navy, if that goes down, that's so much DPS off the field. This is going to potentially be really, really bad for a band apart. If he goes down, there's very little chance they have back in this match.
Yeah, they've been a little bit too close, and you're actually seeing some great piloting of the sacrileges, burning in and bumping the Navy Megas so they don't track as well, and this Geddon survives for longer. That
That's that
being said,
second Deacon down.
they have swapped and are now shooting the Tempest. Maybe they can try and break the Tempest in this situation. What do you think?
I know it's going to be really, really difficult here. They do have two heavy DPS battleships left on the field, but you can see how big that literally triggered attack bar is just by virtue of how many ships they've got left on the field. And also, that Stabber fleet issue does a surprising amount of damage. You're looking at 600, 700 DPS, maybe more than that heated from that thing. And it's so fast that they can apply it to almost any position on the grid. It looks like the Vengeance there might have Takabana might finally go down, making sure that literally Trigger don't make this a slam dunk. There you go. You can see finally one thing being taken off the board, but this is so late in the match to be taking a victory here.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of newts go onto Smudge in this Mega Navy. Hopefully, he's able to survive and keep his cap high enough, but I doubt he's going to be able to apply any more damage with a Armageddon and a Tempest, all the heavy newts just going straight on it.
Yeah, it looked like the big problem there was a band apart. All of their DPS got very, very spread out as they rushed in to try and take down this literally triggered team, and they were able to tackle them apart from their deacons and just kill them whilst they were sitting deep in deep deacon fall off range. You know, these ships have gone down with very, very little reps being applied to them, and that has allowed this literally triggered team with its, you know, it's got a lot of DPS, but it's going to take a while to apply it down to stuff to just pick this team apart with only one casualty.
Yeah, unfortunately, awkwardly, Abandapart pushed forward right next to the Tempest for the entire way. They could have, at the very start, realized that the Armageddon was running away. The Tempest was a little bit slower, and just lock that down instead. That might have been an option for them because this Tempest is the thing that's controlling some of the megas with its grapplers and its webs, and not getting shot at all.
Yeah, and this solid individual piloting is something that we've seen as kind of a hallmark of literally triggered because it's not like a band apart or a bad team. This is a lot of experienced pilots that are just getting, you know, kind of dismantled here. Rix Javix has seen many, many tournaments over the years. It's not like he's not fought against a comp like this before. But they were able to capitalize on one early mistake and just snowball it into a nearly flawless victory here.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Rick Javix in the Balgorn has managed to push forward and have range on this Guardian. He realizes that the only thing really staying alive is this Guardian. He can apply newts to it and shoot it from the range he is at now. And it looked like for a small amount of time it was going down. But they've now managed to clear the tackle of it and he is no longer tracking.
You can see there, Rick's finally going down. The man in charge, he's been kind of held in the middle for most of this match and just been unable to really do much. You know, the Balgon newts don't do a huge amount when you're newting out a Balgon with 3200s injecting into it. And he was too tackled to be able to get anywhere near Park Bank in that Guardian. In fact, we have good fights here finally coming into local, and that is, yeah, that's the game. So let's head back to the studio and prepare for the next match.